So today, I want to spend a few minutes talking to you about our backcountry food preparation. Most of the guys that I hunt with like to use this daily food bag method. And basically, what that means is we use a gallon food bag and we pack all of our items in this bag that we plan on consuming in that particular day. That's important for a couple of different reasons. One, we want to make sure that we're eating enough so that we can maintain our performance over these long, extended 10, 14, 21-day hunts. Secondly, we want to make sure we don't eat too much so that we have very calculated out how many days or how many bags we need to put in our pack and or our llama bags so that we have enough to get us through the entire hunt. I've been on several hunts where guys have they didn't eat enough food and their calorie consumption was too low and their performance just tanked. I've also been on hunts where guys have eaten their food way too quick and they end up with 3 or 4 days to go on the hunt and they have almost nothing to eat because they did not manage it via this daily food bag method. And I'm going to reverse engineer this bag, meaning I've already packed this bag and I'm going to just dump it out and we're going to kind of go through the items that I've kind of modified and that I'm using currently. I posted a YouTube video. You can check it out. It's been several years ago on this daily food bag method. I have since changed a lot of items, updated some items, but more importantly, I've switched a lot of my food processing to freeze-dried methods. So I'm freeze-drying a lot of foods, a lot of snacks, a lot of meals, as well as dehydrating. So let's just jump in. So here's our daily food bag. I'm going to dump it out here, and we're going to repack it. So this is what I plan to eat on a daily basis. So the first thing I like to do is I like to pack kind of a lunch. A lot of guys don't do it this way, but I really like to do it this way, and I really look forward to this. So I have two 8-inch tortillas in here. I have a small or a significant portion of dry salami. I have some Bella cheese. I have some Tillamook cheese in here, individually packaged. So this right here is considered what I call my lunch. And I pack it separate in a sandwich bag or a quart bag so that I can pull it out. And I like to put it in these types of bags because I keep this in my refrigerator until I'm getting ready to head out on the hunt. So I can have all of my gallon bags packed with all the dry, non-refrigerated items. And right before I leave on the hunt, I can jump in the crisper. I keep it in the crisper, and I grab out however many daily lunches I need. So if I'm going on a 10-day hunt, I grab 10 of these lunches out. I throw them in the dry bags, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the road. Let's just throw our lunch in. I've been running these chickpeas. I really like these. They're a really nice snack, and they got a little bit of a caloric value. They're not what I like to normally carry as far as calories. There's only 100 calories in this bag, but it weighs virtually nothing. So I've got that. I like these chomps. Those are probably my favorites as far as the beef sticks. I've got the jalapeno version and then the regular version. I'm going to throw two of those in. I really like these Kind bars. These are the mini Kind bars. I get these at Costco. I have some cashews, just nuts. I'm going to put that in there. And then I've really started using these Mountain Ops bars. The flavors and the caloric value, I really look forward to these things. So I usually carry 1 or 2 of these per day, depending on what I'm doing for breakfast. But I like these Mountain Ops bars. This one here is the frosted cinnamon swirl. This is probably one of my favorites. So this is like ultralight and incredibly good. These are freeze-dried peaches. They weigh literally nothing. The scale, it won't even move the needle. So they're great to have in your pack, and they're very refreshing. What I like about the freeze-dried fruit is when you take that peach and you put it in your mouth and you take a drink of your water, it's like instantaneous. You've rehydrated that peach. It's a really nice treat on these backcountry hunts. This is something I get a lot of grief on, and I don't always take it every day, but I thought I'd put it on the video. These are freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. Now, in this particular case, there are 2 bars in here. A lot of times I only freeze-dry 1 ice cream bar, but, Brian Call, he likes to eat 2 or 3 at a time, but these these ice cream sandwiches are a really welcome treat after a hard day of hunting. So particularly when I'm hunting early season, when it's really hot out, I really like to take some of these. So I'm going to throw one of these in for now. And that's my daily food bag. That's really the extent of what I carry per day. So that bag right there that's weighing in at just about a pound, okay? So I've got about a pound of food here. And then I've got my breakfast meal and I've got my dinner meal, freeze-dried. I got biscuits and gravy here and shrimp and grits. So together, those weigh just under a pound. So I've got roughly 2 pounds per day. Now, I'm a bigger guy. A lot of guys can get by with less than 2 pounds a day. I have found that if I'm doing extended numbers of days, 10, 15, 20, I really need to be in that 2 pounds per day in order to keep performing at the levels that I want to. So that's kind of what I like to do for my daily food bag. So a few more things that I put in my daily food bag are sometimes I use these trail mix, these pre-mixed trail mixes, and I also like these Golden Island Korean barbecue bites. I really like those. They're pretty light, high protein meat snacks. So between the chomps and these Korean barbecues, I like those. Most of the time, I didn't have it in my bag, but most of the time I will put at least one liquid IV and or I will use e-charge from Stealthy Nutrition or a combination of both. On these ultra hot hunts, which I'm getting ready to start, I leave tomorrow, I'm going to probably put 2 of these liquid IVs in each one of my daily food bags. So I make sure that I'm getting a really heavy dose of electrolytes. So I like the liquid IVs and I like the Stealthy Nutrition e-charge. So another item I like to put in my daily food bags are these leathers. This is mountain candy. This is Ryan Lamper's Stealthy Nutrition, one of his favorite recipes. It's a sweet potato. Actually, it's a yams, pears, honey, cinnamon. And then I make a leather 1/4 inch thick, put it in the meat your maker dehydrator right back here, and dehydrate it out to the point where it's a leather, a fruit leather. And these are a little bit more weight, and it's a really, really good addition to your daily food bag. So I will carry these instead of some of the other items in my pack from day to day too. So another item I like is I like freeze-dried strawberries and I like freeze-dried raspberries. So how I do those is I buy the raspberries and I buy the strawberries at the farmer's market when it's the season, when they're the cheapest. And then I freeze-dry giant batches of them, shrink wrap them, and then I've got them ready to go for the season. Okay, so another item I like to put in my food bags from time to time are these smoothie bites. This is a green apple, grapefruit, pineapple smoothie with the Stealthy bone broth protein. What I really like about these is they're ultralight, they're calorie dense, they're virtually a meal replacement, and you can eat them dry. That's why they're cubed, and or you can mix them with water and actually reconstitute and make a smoothie in the backcountry. So the way we do these is we simply take our Harvest Right silicone cube trays and we fill this up with our favorite smoothies. We freeze dry them and then we pop them out in these little cubes. They weigh almost nothing and they're a great addition to your daily food bag. Here's another example of some smoothies. This is a mango smoothie. This is one of Ryan Lampert's favorite recipes. So this is a mango smoothie. You can see that this one's kind of crumbled up and crunchy. You can eat this one like this, but what I'm probably going to do with this one is just pour it into a cup and actually make a smoothie out of it when I'm in the backcountry. Okay, so that wraps up our daily food bag. This is just some of the items that we like to include and we like to take with us when we're on our backcountry trips. I mix and match these bags, split up the variety a little bit so that I'm not eating exactly the same things day after day after day. So one of the things you want to make sure of is that the items that you put in your bag are items that you're used to eating and that your digestive system is used to handling. So that's about it for our daily food bag. I hope you guys have a great season. You can go to treelineacademy.net. We've got a DIY backcountry meals course coming soon. You can read about it and you can sign up on the website to get notified when it comes out. If you're looking for a freeze dryer, mine's running right here behind me. I've got jambalaya and I've got Philly cheesesteak in there right now. It's in the freezing mode. This is one of the best investments I ever made. You can use the link in the text description below. They make a small, a medium, a large, and an extra large. This is the large, and I almost have that thing running back to back. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great season.